Every responsible adult should always drive responsibly. Reckless driving can lead to serious accidents and even the loss of life.
I believe you've had too much to drink to be driving. Can you unbuckle the seatbelt and just step out of the truck for me?
From someone deciding to run from the police to someone trying to outrun a train,
I saw the flashing red lights and I tried to slow down.
here are some incidents where the police had to deal with reckless drivers.
Been there 10,000 years.
The incident is centered around a woman named Courtney. On December 10th, 2023, the Florida Highway Patrol observed a gray Chevy Suburban speeding north in the southbound lanes, ignoring troopers as they pursued with lights and sirens on. Troopers clocked the vehicle's speed between 90 and 120 miles per hour as it traveled across the 7-mile bridge in Marathon.
I believe the Marathon is marked around 81, 82, somewhere around there.
Move away from the road.
There's a lot of people up here.
Move away from the road.
The officer followed the vehicle. It maintained its speed regardless of oncoming traffic. The vehicle even moved into the southbound lanes when driving around northbound vehicles. Eventually, the vehicle crashed into the under construction, closed road.
10-4, you need 1071.
Show your hands! Let's see your hands now!
Who's the one that's involved in the signal 4? Can anyone advise who's involved in signal 4? Is it one of our units?
Watch your head. Good? Go ahead and lean back a little bit.
Father, we reject and break agreement with these bodies, and we ask you to allow us complete and total forgiveness of our sins. We repent of our sins and ask that you allow us to enter into the kingdom. Thank you, Father. Praise you, Father. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
We're gonna put your seatbelt on, okay?
When we've been there 10,000 years,
Ma'am, scoot over a little bit.
bright
Scoot over.
shining
There you go. Sit down, sit down, sit down. You see it right there?
We've known less days to sing your praise than when we first begun.
The officers approached the vehicle and saw the driver. They commanded her to show her hands. The suspect was removed from the crashed vehicle, arrested, and placed in the police vehicle. Once placed inside the cruiser, Courtney said a prayer for repentance and started singing. The officers put a seatbelt on her while she was continuously singing. Courtney was acting abnormal. She claimed that she was Caesar's wife. Furthermore, she began saying stuff that didn't make any sense. She didn't talk to anyone and continued singing. According to the officer, she claimed that the father told her to leave. The officers tried to investigate the aforementioned father, but she didn't reply. On their way to the hospital, she asked the officer to take her to the father. She was charged with fleeing and eluding with disregard for the safety of persons or property, 3 counts of DUI with property damage, reckless driving with property damage, and DUI. She filed a notice of intent to rely upon the insanity defense. This legal step signifies her intention to assert an insanity defense in the ongoing legal proceedings. While Courtney tried to run from the cops, leading to her accident, our individual caught the eye of the officer only after she was already involved in an accident.
Once you begin the test, do not stop the test until you complete it. I'm going to demonstrate with 3 steps how many steps you're going to take.
The incident is centered around a woman named Adriana. On May 1st, 2023, in Las Cruces, New Mexico, the officers responded to a call about a car crash. Upon arrival, the officer talked to the witness and the driver. The officers immediately reached the scene and noticed Adriana. A man approached the cop and told him what he had seen. Meanwhile, Adriana claimed that she might have only hit a curb near a skate park. The officers noticed that she was showing signs of impairment. Her speech was slurred, she lacked balance, and she was even pushing her vehicle from the back.
How much did you have to drink today?
Nothing.
Are you high?
No. I haven't smoked pot today, so.
Huh?
I haven't smoked pot today.
So you haven't had anything to drink?
No. I'm like one of those persons that's like, all my friends are drinking, I take 1 shot, I'm going to sleep.
So you took a 1 shot?
Yeah. No, but not tonight, but just, yeah, that was really bad.
Hey, stay out of the vehicle. Stay out of the vehicle. You go to 3. Hey, stay out of the vehicle. I'm telling you, stay out of the vehicle.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm hard of hearing. I was just
Hey, can you ATL around the skate park and see if there's any damage to it? That's what I was saying. There should be something on it. Either Hadley or Walnut.
Do you mind if I just grab my phone? Just because I'm like, I don't know where they're at.
Huh?
Do you mind if I just, my roommates, because I've done this before where I ran out of gas.
You didn't run out of gas. Yeah, but
because I've been out of my gas for like a day or 2.
I don't think you're out of gas. I think you wrecked something. Do you need medical attention right now?
Adriana refused to admit that she had been drinking or that she had smoked any marijuana, but later she admitted consuming 1 shot. She was even unaware of the fact that she had wrecked her car. Instead, she thought her car was out of gas. She refused any medical attention. She tried to describe where the accident happened and where she was coming from, but she failed. The woman said she used to use contraband, but now she has been clean for the last 75 days, although the officer was not convinced due to her condition.
You okay to even be driving?
Yeah. No, that's for sure fine. I'm like,
Do you have an ID on you, or is it in the car?
Well, it's somewhere in the car. I feel like my car's kind of a mess, but
Are you okay with this officer going in there and seeing if she can find your ID?
Yeah, no, that's fine, honestly.
Okay.
It's either in my brown heart-shaped purse, or I don't think it is because I just checked a second ago, but it might be like in a little pocket.
Oh, by the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come over here. What's your first name?
Adriana Rivera.
Adriana. Okay. Come over here, Adriana.
I'm about 8. Not gonna lie. Always in touch. Oh my god. That looks so bad right now.
Good. What was that? Silver Kia. What do you have damage to? that's what she's advising me. She hit her curb. Just take some photographs of it. Alright. So this first test, I need you to put your feet together, heels and toes touching, arms down to your side.
Okay.
Arms down to your side. Don't move from that position. Don't start it until I tell you otherwise. You understand?
Okay.
Is there anything preventing you from walking a short distance or standing on one leg for a short amount of time?
I'm like, I just have ADHD, so like instructions, I'm like, I have to ask you.
I'll go slow so you can understand. Or if you have any questions, I'll repeat it. Good.
Thank you.
This first test, you're gonna follow the tip of my finger with your eyes only. Okay, don't move your head at any time. You understand? Does the vehicle come back there, Serge?
Trevino?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa?
Alright, you're gonna follow the tip of my finger, okay?
Okay.
I'll start focusing.
Yeah. Tip of my finger. Tip of my finger.
I don't know.
Sorry if I'm shaking so much. I'm cold.
Next test, you're gonna stand right down the beam of my light. You're gonna face this way. You can turn around. Face that way. Can you imagine a straight line coming off your left foot?
That's straight.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine a straight line coming off your left foot? You know your left from your right?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's your left foot?
Boop.
Cool. Can you imagine that straight line coming off your left foot? Imaginary straight line coming off your left foot.
So then this
Can you
one-
I just need you imaginary. Can you imagine that straight line coming off your left foot?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna put your right foot directly in front of your left foot, heels and toes touching just like mine.
Right? And then...
Just look at my feet. That's how you're gonna put your feet.
Okay. Sorry, I really bad.
Arms down to your side. Don't move from that position. Don't start it until I tell you otherwise. You understand? This test, you're gonna take a total of 9 heel to toe steps. While you're taking your steps, you can keep your arms down to your side, look down at your feet, and you can count your steps out loud. When you get to your 9th step, leaving your lead foot in place, you're going to use a series of small steps, turning and returning on that same imaginary line. Keep your arms down to your side. You're going to take another additional 9 heel to toe steps, again keeping your arms down to your side, looking down at your feet, and counting your steps out loud. Once you begin the test, do not stop the test until you complete it. I'm going to demonstrate with 3 steps. How many steps are you going to take? How many steps are you going to take?
3?
No, I'm going to demonstrate with 3. How many steps are you going to take?
9.
9. That's correct. Watch me closely, okay? 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, leaving your lead foot in place. Series of small steps, turning and returning on that same imaginary line. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9.
Okay.
Do you have any questions? You understand the directions?
Sorry if I'm like seem shaky. I'm just.
You may begin.
So the first one is just one? First step is just one?
Do you not understand them?
No, I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
You're going to take a total of 9 heel-to-toe steps.
Okay, and then
Do you want me to go over the directions again?
Sorry, my God. I'm just anxious. Like this, and then left over.
Do you want me to go over them again?
Yeah. Thank you.
So you're going to get back in that position. Don't step out of that position until I tell you. You're going to stay in that position.
Coordination.
Okay. You're going to take a total of 9 heel-to-toe steps.
I swear. This is already being bad. Okay.
You ready? You're going to take a total of 9 heel-to-toe steps. While you're taking those steps, you're going to keep your arms down to your side. You're going to look down at your feet, and you're going to count your steps out loud. When you get to your 9th step, you're going to leave your lead foot in place. You're going to use a series of small steps, turning and returning on that same imaginary line.
Yeah.
You're going to take another additional 9 heel-to-toe steps. Again, keep your arms down to your side, looking down at your feet, and counting your steps out loud.
Okay.
I'll demonstrate the test again, okay? So just watch me.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm like.
I'm going to demonstrate with 3, but you're going to take how many?
9?
1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, leaving your lead foot in place. Series of small steps, turning and returning on an imaginary line. And take another additional 9. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. Do you have any questions? Do you understand?
Yeah, I think I got it for sure this time.
Do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay. You may begin. Keep your arms down to your side. Keep your arms down to your side.
Sorry, I'm like anxious and my coordination's already gone. 4. Sorry, I just have like some very no hate to you. I have severe anxiety around cops. That was 4. Oh my God. Can I start over?
No, just keep on going from where you left off.
Okay. Sorry, my anxiety's like off the road. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 5.
Are you done?
That was bad. Yeah.
This next test, I need you to put your feet together, heels and toes touching, arms down to your side.
Okay.
You're not going to move from that position. You're not going to start until I tell you otherwise. You understand?
Okay.
You're going to lift either foot of your choosing, left or right. I'm going to demonstrate with my right foot.
Okay.
You're going to lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping your legs straight, keeping your arms down to your side. You're going to look down at your raised foot. You're going to count out 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand the directions?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Which foot do you plan on lifting?
The
On you, whenever you're ready.
So just lifting one leg up and then seeing how long you hold it for, right?
You want me to go over the directions again?
Yeah.
So you're going to lift either foot of your choosing. You can lift your left or your right.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to demonstrate with my right. You're going to lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping your legs straight, keeping your arms down to your side. You're You're going to look down at your raised foot, and you're going to count out 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth, until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand the direction?
Yeah, gotcha.
And you said you're going to lift your right foot.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, my coordination's have been off lately.
Just keep going wherever you left off.
2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008.
Keep going.
2009.
You stop.
Okay.
I'll have you turn around. You switch me.
The officer asked her to perform the voluntary field sobriety tests. The officer started the first test, the horizontal gaze test. During the test, Audriana was seen shaking. During the walk and turn test, the officer had to repeat the instructions several times for her, but she could not perform the whole test accurately and blamed it on her anxiety. The next test was a one-leg stand test. She didn't lift her feet properly and stumbled throughout the test. Due to the failure of the test, the officer arrested her for DUI. She was placed in the police vehicle, and the officer read her rights. She agreed to take additional tests, and her car was towed. The officers discussed her accident, knowing that she didn't know what she hit. At the jail, the officer confirmed that she was not under the influence of alcohol, but something else. She told the officer that she was on medication. The officer got her consent to draw a blood sample for the test and read her the consequences related to the issue. She was charged with DUI and reckless driving. While Audriana was caught due to the accident she caused, our next individual was apprehended before she could cause anything of that sort.
Don't walk in the road.
I'm really nervous.
Michelle King takes center stage for the next incident. On October 20th, 2021, an officer noticed the Jeep in front of him had failed to maintain its lane. He had just pulled in behind the Jeep so he could observe it. Later, the Jeep began to travel into the lane of oncoming traffic. The officer immediately initiated a traffic stop.
Hey, how are we doing today?
Hi, sir.
What's going on?
Just coming home with some food.
Coming home with some food? Where'd you get food from?
I went to the burrito spot.
Burrito spot? Gotcha. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So the reason I pulled you over today is because you're failing to maintain your lane on multiple occasions and you about caused an accident back there. Is there any reason for that?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Do you have your driver's license on you?
Of course. Yeah.
Or any weapons or anything in the car I need to know about?
No, sir.
Where do you live at?
Well, I have relocated from Austin, Texas to Athens, and my house is about a block away.
About a block away? Okay. Have you had any alcohol today?
No, sir.
Okay, you got really slurred speech when you're talking to me. Between that and the inability to maintain your lane, it makes me wonder if you're under the influence of something.
Not at all.
Okay.
The vehicle was slow to pull over, but eventually did. When the officer approached the vehicle and talked to the driver, Michelle, with a slurred speech, told the officer that she was out to get food for herself and her roommate. She showed the officer her food. He then asked her to provide her license. She stated that she just moved from Texas. She declined when the officer asked her if she was under the influence.
Alrighty, ma'am. Would you be willing to step out and do some field sobriety for me to make sure that you're good and not under the influence of anything?
I'd rather just go home.
Well, that's not going to be an option right now. I'd like to test you to make sure that you're good, and then if you are, then you can go home and we'll call it a day, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. What I'm going to have you do is we'll step over to the other side of the road. That way you're not out of balance or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to go over here to this driveway, okay?
Sure.
Alright.
This is a lot better. Nice and flat. We're not going to get hit by anybody, so it'll be perfect.
I walk my dog up and down this road.
Really?
Most days, yeah.
All right.
The officer asked her to step out of the vehicle and see if she was willing to do some tests to determine if she was safe to drive. According to the officer, when she got out, she struggled to gain her balance. He asked her to walk across the road to a flat paved driveway.
All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to stand with your feet together and your arms down by your side. Feet together, all the way together for me. There you go. All right, and just hang tight like that, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my finger back and forth in front of your eyes, and I'm gonna look at your eyes. And what I want you to do is I want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Keep your head still, and then we'll run my finger back and forth, okay?
Sure.
All right, so. Keep your head straight, okay? Head straight. All right, and then I'm going to go up and down. We'll do the same thing. I'll try to keep the light on your eyes, okay? Okay. All right, so I got 2 more tests for you. If you'll stand back where you were for me, please.
Yeah, all right.
Here, let me stand on this side. No, I'll stand on this side. You're good. We'll face down the driveway, okay?
Sir, I haven't been drinking. This seems excessive.
I can smell the alcohol in your breath, and I don't want you to lie to me any further, okay? I understand that you have been drinking. I'm not trying to force anything on you. I just need to determine if you're under the influence and if you're safe to drive, okay? That's all it is.
All right. My house is
I understand,
locked down.
but you drove all the way to the burrito shop and you've driven all the way back, putting a lot of people in danger, so I need to determine whether or not you're under the influence.
Okay.
So if you'll just stand right here, face down the driveway for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Feet together, arms down by your side, and then stay like that until I tell you to move, okay? What I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna do a walk and turn test. You're gonna take 9 steps down, heel to toe, and then once you get to the end, you'll keep your 9th foot planted. You'll make some small steps around it, and then you'll take 9 steps back and you'll stop, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example here. You're gonna start with your left foot, and you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and so on until you get to 9. Once you get to 9, you'll take those small steps around, and then you'll take 9 steps back. 1, 2, 3, and so on until you get to 9, okay?
Yes, sir.
You understand the instructions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure you keep your arms down by your side the whole time, and make sure you walk heel to toe.
Yep.
And then you can begin whenever you're ready. Don't walk in the road.
I'm really nervous.
Okay, I understand. You can continue whenever you're ready, all right? Arms down by your side.
I'm really nervous. It's not my ability to drive, it's my nervousness about this whole situation.
Do you wish to continue that test?
I wish to go home.
Do you want to continue that test that you were doing? Or are you done with it?
What's my other option?
Alright, well, you can either say that you're done with that test, you can finish the test, or we can move on to the next one.
What about if we just go home?
No, ma'am.
No?
No.
I don't know. What's the next test?
Okay. Stand right here where you were before, and put your feet together, your arms down by your side, just like you were. Here, I'm gonna have you step up here. That way it's a little flatter, okay? And give you the best option there. Okay. So what I'm gonna have you do is, whenever I tell you, not yet, because I gotta get a stopwatch ready, okay? You're gonna lift whichever foot you want off the ground about 6 inches, okay? And you're gonna point your toe. You're gonna count 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and so on until I tell you to stop, okay? Just make sure that you keep your arms down by your side and that you keep your leg up and pointed, okay? Does everything make sense?
Sure.
Alright, let me get stopwatch ready. Which leg are you going to choose today?
I guess I'm gonna stand on my right leg.
Okay. Alright, whenever you're ready, you can begin.
I told you I'm sore from a triathlon.
I understand. You can continue.
I'm sore. My legs hurt. I wanted to go to a boxing class tonight and I didn't go because I knew they were going to make me do lunges. I can't.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm too sore. My legs are too sore.
Okay.
The officer decided to carry out field sobriety tests. The first test was the horizontal gaze test. She lacked smooth pursuit with her eyes. During the walk and turn test, Michelle was unable to stand in position and could not walk 9 heel-to-toe steps. During the one-leg stand test, she said her legs were sore and refused to continue the test. The officer inquired if Michelle was willing to blow into a breathalyzer, but she refused. Eventually, she was arrested, searched, and placed in a squad car. She also refused to submit the state-administered chemical test of blood, breath, and urine.
Once you get booked in, you'll get to be you'll be able to make a phone call.
How long?
Normally not too long. I haven't heard, I don't think the jail's too busy tonight. It all depends on how many people they have in intake. No.
Why?
Because you're not allowed to have your phone on you while you're in the jail. They're gonna take it, so they'll let you get a couple of phone numbers out of it, and then you'll be able to use the phone.
What's your name?
Officer Kramer. You can address me as Officer Kramer. Logan.
Logan?
Uh-huh.
Logan.
Nice to meet you too. I hate that it had to be this way, but
I'm a good person.
I believe you 100%. I just believe that you made a bad decision tonight. That's all.
Go pick up some dinner.
Do what?
Go pick up some dinner.
No, not necessarily go and pick up dinner. Drinking and driving is the issue.
I'll chill and pick up people that are game day partying.
Say that again?
I said, why don't y'all pick up people that are game day partying?
We do. It's only Wednesday though. But on we do.
Glad you're having fun.
I never said I was.
You could have just taken it.
You could have just not driven tonight.
All I did was go to the Pullman and pick up
You shouldn't have done that while you were under the influence. I apologize.
Can you make sure that they let me take a phone call back on my phone?
Yeah, they do that to everybody. They can't tell you no. You'll just have to wait on them. They're gonna make sure they let you get your phone numbers though, okay? But there's some steps that they have to do before then.
Can I pay you off and take me home? I mean, like,
Well, you need to stop talking now because that would be bribing an officer, and that's a state charge, and you're a grown adult, you made a grown adult decision, and it was a bad one, so you're just gonna have to deal with the consequences tonight, okay?
While on the way to jail, Michelle kept asking her if there was any way he could just take her home. At one point during the ride, she even tried to bribe the officer. The officer warned her that she needed to stop saying stuff like that, or she would end up with an additional charge. She was then transported to jail. Michelle King was charged with DUI. While Michelle was caught by the police before anything tragic could take place, our next driver was only caught after she caused an accident.
I'm asking you to take your seatbelt off and step out of the vehicle for me.
Look.
The next incident revolves around an inebriated woman named Jennifer. On August 7th, 2023, in Sebastian Boulevard, Florida, a police officer observed a truck swerving within its lane. Later, the driver abruptly crashes into another vehicle. The officer made sure that the occupants of the vehicle who got hit were okay. He then made contact with the truck driver, and it immediately appeared that she was intoxicated.
You okay?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
No injuries. Possible signal 1. You okay? Yeah, do you have your license on you? Probably? How much have you had to drink? Okay, I need you to get your driver's license for me. Go ahead.
I'm drunk. I'm like, but
What's that?
I don't know.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Okay, where's your driver's license at?
I'm saying I don't know.
Are you having some kind of medical issue? Can you unlock the door for me? Unlock the door. Are you sure you're not injured? You don't know?
I'm not injured.
Okay. Go ahead and put your feet down. I need your driver's license. Is it in your purse, maybe?
Yeah.
Can you get your driver's license for me?
Jennifer seems to be unaware of what just occurred. She even didn't know how much she had been drinking, and also didn't know about her license. The officer asked her to unlock the door and inquired if she needed paramedics. She was unable to comprehend her situation and was not able to reply properly.
Was involved in an accident, okay? At this point, I'm not going to be investigating the accident. I believe you're impaired. I believe you've had too much to drink to be driving. Can you unbuckle the seatbelt and just step out of the truck for me? Would you be willing to do some tests?
Please, no. I don't want to.
It's not an option.
I don't.
You don't want to take the test?
No.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me. Jennifer, step out of the vehicle for me. Take the seatbelt off. Take the seatbelt off. Take your seatbelt off.
You do it.
No.
No.
It's right there.
Why-
Just take this. Don't make this more difficult than what it needs to
Why are
be.
you telling me to do that?
I'm
No,
asking you to take your seatbelt off and step out of the vehicle for me.
Look.
I'm trying to be nice about this, okay? I want you to take the seatbelt off and step out of the vehicle for me.
Sir.
You're not going to step out of the vehicle. You're not willing to do any tests for me, correct?
I am not.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Don't do this. Don't resist.
Why are you doing this? Ah! You're hurting me.
Well, you should have thought about that before you fought me.
Ow! You're hurting me.
I will fix in a minute.
Ow! You're hurting me. You're hurting me, you piece of. You're a piece of, dude.
Okay. You're the one that wanted to fight.
Right? Is that right?
You're the one that wanted to fight. Nope.
I didn't do anything to you. Crackhead.
You're going to jail. You're going.
No!
Stop!
Get off me! Why are you hurting me? Why did I do to you, you piece of...
Okay.
You're a piece of... Get a job,
Alright, let's get her in back of my car.
Okay.
Oh,
And then roll on her side first. Roll on her side.
Don't fucking
Watch out,
hurt
she's gonna try to kick you.
That's fine. Put your feet out in front of you. Put your feet out in front of you, young lady.
Due to her severe condition, the officer stopped the accident investigation and started a DUI investigation. The woman refused to submit field sobriety tests. The officer asked her to step out of the vehicle, but she resisted. After the police ask her to comply, her demeanor changes. The woman becomes extremely irate, trying to kick and even trip officers while insulting them and trying to escape. After the intense struggle, the officers handcuffed her and placed her in the police vehicle. The officer updated the other officers on what had happened. On their way to the hospital, she threw a fit. She kept arguing and cussing with the cops, even at the hospital. Jennifer was charged with DUI, resisting an officer with violence, and battery on law enforcement. Her bail was set at $9,000. While Jennifer proved to be dangerous for others on the road, our next individual was only dangerous to herself.
They need to get going. Yeah, they kind of need to go. They're going to have people come out though. It's going to be a while.
The incident is centered around a woman. On August 11th, 2019, in Jacksonville, Florida, police received a call about a woman whose car had hit a train. The officers swiftly reached the scene, and upon arrival, the officer talked to the witnesses. Paramedics were at the scene doing medical checkups on the woman. The officers speculated about what might have led to the accident. They then talked with a man who was able to see a portion of the accident. According to the witness, she was between the first and second engines of the train. The woman tried to explain how she tried to avoid the accident. An officer inquired if she was looking at her phone when the accident occurred. The collision destroyed the front end of the woman's car. The officers were amazed that the suspect was fine, even after this intense accident. Soon, her sister arrived at the location.
The most amazing thing is, like, you don't even see the front of this car. It's somewhere down there.
This little ass saved my life.
Saved her life.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna start a TOL. That's probably a good idea. Continue to take 2 days. Yeah. I just went up to him.
I want to know how y'all got on the train track. I didn't get on the train track.
It's a damn track. They need to get going. Yeah, they kind of need to go. They're going to have people come out though. It's going to be a while.
All I know is I want to know how I was coming up the street.
Miss, what's your phone number again? 91.
I want to know how this happened. I really don't understand what you guys are telling me. That's why I'm confused.
I don't either.
I want to know. I need to know. I was driving. Okay. Okay, when it's a train, you got 2 lights. I saw the flashing red lights, and I tried to slow down. When I realized my car wasn't slowing down, I'm still pumping on the brakes, and I was trying to turn, and it didn't work. Okay. Next thing you know, my car, all I heard was the airbag, and I closed my fucking eyes and prayed. I don't know how fast or how long, but dang, like...
Were you actually even able to see the train? Did you ever even see the train?
I saw the train.
I know you saw the things down.
I saw the things down, and
I'm surprised you saw the train.
Yeah. I saw the train.
Because they're coming kind of fast, so I'm surprised you even saw it. Because it would have kind of been over there.
I saw the train. How in the did that train get off the track if your wasn't on the track? I'm confused. It's not off the track, Sherry. So what the hell is going on? My car got hit. That's what's going on. Girl, you need to find a fucking better way to explain it to me. I want to know what happened. I don't know what you want me to know. Cameras. You need to figure it out. I don't know what you want me to say. So let's call somebody. And what? Tell me your refuse services. You need to get looked at. Look at this call. You know what? Your ass better go to right now.
Can you give me block number 1 at Federal Street, the West Monster Federal?
Yourself. Why the can you go to a
10-4, 6000 West Moncrief with 7798 Federal.
Go get in my car and sit down.
Simple, thank you.
And you better be so glad there's not even a scratch on your face, girl. Girl, I don't know who you pray to.
Where's the
You
engine?
better be thanking them.
Where's the engine? Over the car.
The sister got furious and asked her what happened. She told the police and her sister that she tried to brake, but her brakes didn't work properly. She then tried to turn, and then she closed her eyes, not knowing the details. Her sister screamed at her and scolded her. The tongue lashing she received from her sister was far worse than her minimal injuries from the crash. Looking at the condition of the car with no engine made her sister angrier. The officer explained to the sister what happened, saying that the witness only saw what happened immediately after the collision, concluding that she was driving very fast, due to which the driver didn't remember anything. The officers gathered information for the report, saying to her sister that she was the most lucky person in the world. The vehicle was towed, and the officer discussed the further details. Soon, her sister again started screaming at her and arguing about what could have happened. For more interesting stories about criminals, subscribe to the channel.